Over 50 and feeling weaker? Struggling to open jars or push yourself out of a chair? It's not just getting older. It could be sarcopenia, a common but often overlooked condition where your muscles slowly shrink and weaken over time. Think of it as a silent thief, quietly stealing your strength, balance, and independence. This process can start as early as your 30s, but accelerates after 60, leading to as much as 8% muscle loss every single decade. And that muscle? It's your body's engine. It powers your movement, keeps you steady on your feet, and helps you avoid devastating falls. Without it, simple daily tasks become difficult. Worse, your metabolism slows, fat creeps in, and you face a higher risk of chronic disease. So why does this happen? The primary culprit is anabolic resistance. This is a natural part of aging where your muscles stop responding to protein the way they used to. The same meals that once kept you strong just don't have the same effect anymore. But here's the hopeful part. This decline is not permanent. There's one powerful food category that can turn the tide. And here's a hint. It's something simple you're already eating, but probably not eating right. It's a food category backed by solid science that can help your body turn the volume back up on muscle building. And it all starts with what you put on your plate at every single meal. The answer you've been waiting for. The one food category revealed. We've laid out the problem and the fears that come with it, losing your strength, your independence, and the constant risk of falling. Now let's focus on the solution. What is this one food that can turn the tide against sarcopenia? Is it some exotic berry from a faraway jungle? A rare, expensive herb? No. The answer is much simpler and far more powerful. The single most important food category you must eat to stop muscle loss is high-quality protein. Now, before you click away thinking, protein, I already knew that, hear me out. Because the secret isn't just in what you're eating, but how and when you're eating it. This is the game-changing piece of the puzzle that most people, and even many doctors, miss. As we just covered, our bodies develop anabolic resistance with age. To punch through that resistance, we need to send a signal so strong and clear that our muscles have no choice but to listen. We have to crank the volume on that signal. The way we do that is by triggering a process called muscle protein synthesis, or MPS. MPS is simply the scientific term for building new muscle. Think of it as the master on switch for muscle growth. When you eat protein, the amino acids from that food travel to your muscles, and if there are enough of them, they flip this switch to the on position. Here is the secret that science has uncovered. For an older adult, it takes a specific amount of protein in one meal to effectively flip that switch. That magic number, backed by study after study, is between 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein per meal.
Let me repeat that, because it's the most important takeaway from this entire video. You need to eat 25 to 30 grams of protein at each meal to kickstart muscle protein synthesis and fight back against age-related muscle loss. If you eat less than 20 grams in a sitting, it's likely not enough to overcome that anabolic resistance. The muscle-building signal is just too weak. It's like knocking on a door so softly that nobody inside hears you. You have to knock loud enough to get an answer. That 25 to 30 gram dose is the firm knock that tells your body, hey, it's time to build muscle. This is why simply adding a little extra chicken to your dinner isn't going to cut it. You need a real strategy. The golden rule of muscle health: protein at every meal. You have the magic number, 25 to 30 grams. Now, let's talk about the biggest mistake most seniors make, a mistake deeply baked into our cultural eating habits. The typical pattern looks something like this. For breakfast, barely any protein, a piece of toast or a bowl of cereal, maybe 10 grams if you're lucky. For lunch, a little bit more, a sandwich with a single slice of turkey. Perhaps you hit 15, maybe 20 grams. Then for dinner, a massive protein dump, the big steak or the giant chicken breast. This meal might contain 50 or 60 grams of protein. On paper, the total for the day looks fine, but your body doesn't work that way. It can't store protein for later like it stores fat. There is no protein reservoir. The opportunity to build muscle is a use it or lose it deal that happens in the hours after you eat. Here's an analogy. Imagine your muscles are a house needing constant repair. Every day, a few bricks get loose. To keep the house strong, you need masons to come fix it. If you scheduled one giant delivery of bricks at 7 p.m., the masons can only work for a few hours. They might fix one wall, but they couldn't do any work all morning or afternoon. The house was left to fall into disrepair. Now, what if you scheduled 3 steady deliveries? One at 8 a.m., one at 1 p.m., and another at 7 p.m. The masons can work all day long. They can fix the foundation in the morning, a wall in the afternoon, and the chimney in the evening. By the end of the day, the entire house is stronger. This is exactly how protein works for your muscles. By spreading it out, getting 25 to 30 grams at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you're flipping that muscle-building switch 3 times a day, not just once. A study in the Journal of Nutrition confirmed this, finding that older adults who spread their protein evenly had significantly more muscle and strength than those who crammed it into their evening meal. You are keeping your body in a muscle-building state for a much larger part of the day. That's the key. This transforms your diet from a once-a-day repair job into a round-the-clock strategy for rebuilding your strength. If this idea of spreading out your protein is starting to click and you're feeling a spark of hope, do me a quick favor and tap that like button. It helps us reach more people who need this message. All right, let's get practical. What does 25 to 30 grams of protein actually look like on a plate?
Your ultimate anti-sarcopenia shopping list. Knowing the number is one thing. Knowing the foods that get you there is the real key. The great news is these foods are delicious, affordable, and easy to find. Here are 7 of the most powerful protein sources for your grocery list. First, Greek yogurt and cottage cheese. These dairy champions are at the top of the list for a reason. They're packed with protein and require 0 cooking. A single cup of low-fat cottage cheese can have up to 28 grams. A cup of Greek yogurt delivers around 23 grams. Next, the incredible egg. For decades, eggs have been called the gold standard of protein. One large egg has about 6 grams of complete protein. To hit our target, you'd want about 4. A 4-egg omelet is a perfect way to do it. Lean poultry. Chicken and turkey. Skinless chicken and turkey breast are lean protein machines. A 4-ounce serving, about the size of a deck of cards, gives you a massive 35 grams. Top a salad with a grilled chicken breast or enjoy a classic roasted chicken for dinner. Don't forget fish, especially salmon and shrimp. Fatty fish, like salmon, offer a double benefit. A 4-ounce fillet has 25 grams of protein plus anti-inflammatory omega-3s. Shrimp is another winner, with a 4-ounce serving offering around 23 grams of protein with very little fat. Plant-based power. Legumes. For non-meat options, legumes are your best friend. A cup of cooked lentils has about 18 grams of protein, and a cup of chickpeas has around 15 grams. Just pair them with a whole grain like rice or quinoa to make it a complete protein. Another plant-based star. Soy products. Soy is one of the few plants providing a complete protein all on its own. A cup of firm tofu has about 20 grams of protein. Tempeh is even better, with over 30 grams of protein per cup. Finally, lean red meat. Eaten in moderation, lean red meat is potent. It's a great source of protein, iron, and B12. A 4-ounce serving of lean sirloin provides over 30 grams of protein. The key is choosing cuts with loin or round in the name. Putting it all together, the 25 to 30 gram challenge. Okay, that was a lot of information.
So what does this look like in a real day? Let's map it out to show you just how doable this is. Sample day 1. The classic approach. Breakfast, an approximate 28 grams protein. A 3-egg omelet with a sprinkle of cheese and spinach. Lunch, an approximate 30 grams of protein. A large salad topped with a 3.5-ounce grilled chicken breast. Dinner, an approximate 28 grams of protein. A 4-ounce fillet of baked salmon with quinoa and roasted broccoli. Sample day 2. The plant-focused approach. Breakfast, an approximate 25 grams of protein. A smoothie made with 1 cup of soy milk, a scoop of plant-based protein powder, and a handful of spinach. Lunch, an approximate 27 grams of protein. A bowl of hearty lentil soup with a slice of whole grain bread topped with hummus. Dinner, an approximate 30 grams of protein, 1 cup of crumbled tempeh cooked into a rich pasta sauce served over whole wheat spaghetti. See? It's not about eating massive amounts of food. It's about being intentional. It's about seeing every meal as a new opportunity to send that powerful muscle-building signal. Comment protein below if you're going to try this.
Let's bring it all home. Today, we've unmasked the silent thief of strength, sarcopenia, and shown that you do not have to lose this battle. You don't have to accept weakness as a normal part of getting older. The power to fight back is sitting on your plate. The secret isn't a single magic food. It's a powerful, science-backed strategy. Eat 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein at every single meal. By spreading your protein throughout the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you punch through your body's anabolic resistance and keep your muscle-building engine running all day long. You have the power to rebuild your strength, reclaim your confidence, and completely change how you age. It doesn't start in a gym. It starts with your very next meal. Pick a food from our list and make a real effort to hit that 25-gram target. Take that first, simple, empowering step. If you found this video helpful and you're ready to learn more strategies for living your strongest, most vibrant life after 50, please subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. And finally, think of one person you know, a friend, a parent, a neighbor, who needs to hear this message. Please share this video with them. You could truly change their life. As always, this information is for educational purposes. Please consult your doctor or a healthcare provider before making significant changes to your diet, especially if you have a pre-existing health condition like kidney disease. Thanks for watching. Your journey to a stronger you starts now.